Hello, my name is Justin Tovar, and this is the biography of Stephen Hawking. Stephen was born on January 8, 1942, exactly 30 years after the death of Galilei in Oxford, England, in the midst of the terrible and painful Second World War. Was the first of the three sons of the family Hawking and descendant family on Wheating, English. It was a very unique and intelligent family, but more so an eccentric family. His parents have always been active. They were graduates. They liked reading and classic music and museums and had frequent debates. The problem that was the childhood of the child little Stephen. He does not remember that his father or mother had a problem of smoking or getting drunk. Often Stephen was imagined child who was self-taught. He has not a very intelligent person in the academic field. He took a long time to learn to read. His grades were not particular good and did not study or in class. He was extremely and even to his companions made a mutual, be that Hawking who never come to anything. But as time passed, Stephen was creating particular personality, authoritarian, arrogant, but also fun and funny. He was a very charismatic person, and he already knew what he would to synthesis. When it was time to enter the university, he would say that he go to Oxford, where his father had studied medicine but never held his mediocre grades in the school did not give him much hope. But the very exam allowed him enter the university he wanted in Oxford. He entered the university at age 17 to study physics and chemical. The first year were hard. He began to feel stressed, lonely, and bored. A product without effort and living without any special motivation toward anything. However, after the second year, there is brutal transformation in his personality because of found lively, optimism, and cheerful fun. Person in fact because unpopular person in Oxford and ever dared to wait into rowing team and he was exited because he was doing exercise. But still there was something that did not change in anything in the studies. At the age he was very talented for physical but very lazy. Bored him. Did not involve any difficulty for him and he did not try. In fact in the Oxford of that time it was frowned upon to work hard. To be popular person you had to brilliant but without effort. Sometimes he already not did. But his feeling as a person is that there was nothing in the world. That is was worth your effort in his third year to study theoretical physical, in particular cosmology. It was a decision in particular because at the time of 16, cosmology was considered almost pseudo-science. The most brilliant physicists were devoting themselves to flourishing particular field were incredible success. We are Harvard. It open parentheses. We are talking about the 15th and 16th year of the late century. Only 20 years it had discovered that there were more galaxies than the Milky Way. We still did not know the true science of the galaxy or its age. Unable thinking about the age of the galaxy was something what controversial is that the theory of the Big Bang was not fully accepted. No one was taking serious or black holes or the supernovas. It took more as theoretical curiosity that or told more to understand more the depths of the universe. I close parentheses. Within their same condition as Hawking and his study at the University of Oxford, and up to the thesis cosmology in Cambridge. It is this part of the Hawking life that an anecdote enters that reflects his personality of the distraught genius and leading interest in life, and here it goes. And Cambridge is admitted, but with a conditional that he takes on the highest grade possible in Oxford, as he was a person with no interest in anything. He presents himself in imposing the ministry in public works. He excels in Oxford and he does in Kiribati, and with respect to the Ministry of Public Works fall asleep on the day of the exam and does not go. In that critical situation, violators of the University of Oxford decide to make a personal interview to examine it in the battle. There is Stephen said, I pulled an excellent. It was changed but I stayed in Oxford. So he waiting for me to weigh an excellent. And anecdote that reflects very well the international revelations and different character on the young Hawking. So the path an excellent travel to change to do thesis in cosmology. The first year in change was an absolute disaster in that Hawking had little mathematical base and it has time to work hard. But there was something that was affecting much the life of this young man. In the last year in Oxford, he ignored the fact that he felt awkward, felt without reason, and it looking slower. In Cambridge, the situation had soured, and he began to have problems doing everything, like tying his shoes and talking. His worried father take him to doctor was 20 years old. Hawking has admitted to hospital where he is treated. Tests after 2 weeks, they let him go. They didn't know what they had. Hawking deduced that it was no go. What he had was what is known as ALS, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. This is degenerative disease. The nerve cells of the spinal cord and the brain, the control the motor active gradually disintegrate. Little by little your body degrades and you lose the mobility of the muscle normally do like expectancy. In this case are 2 to 3 years, usually die of suffocation. Hawking did what any of the world to fall in depression and be sedentary. After years of depression, there was great change in his life. He said to himself, if he was going to live, it would be better for him to take advantage of it. So he started studying and discovered that with this problem he started to enjoy more. His illness did not pose any problem. He could well in problems, but with the help of the came. He spoke normally and could of everyday things without any dependence on someone. In a dictation of love of his life, Jane Wheeler, a girl who was studying an institution. 2 years in Cambridge with mountain on emotion for Stephen. In the fall in 1964, Stephen asked Jane to be his wife. We married you before and after he lied. Now Stephen does have a reason to live. He is gaining joy, optimism, and focusing on the study. It was stone years that Stephen year on theory that on thin star collapse and could learn a place on infinity density and energy what we know today with black hole Hawking Drown. And even reading the story of the formation of a black hole via collapsing star, it will obtain with the description of how the universe originated. That was a brilliant original idea of his doctoral thesis for the first time in his life. Hawking had the goal on the he found something for which it was worth striving. It was the beginning of the brilliant career and synthesis. But how could he investigate like this without reading? He got it because he could try the mathematics in the mind without reading the equations, very particularly because he dealt with the problems from the geometry points of the view. He visualized the instant of the scene of the pure equations and the end of the subventions. He was already in the wheelchair, and only those closest to him could understand in the disease progression. At the same time the relationship they had, at the same time the relationship they had with Jane was getting complicated. In 1978, Jane stayed pregnant, so who received one of the highest honors get the Education University Chair of the Mathematics of the University of Cambridge, the same as Ernesto Newton. After his ability gained from worse to worse, already reaching a limit, although the critical point is given in 1985. In Ginebra, on visit on CERN, therein concentrate contracted pneumonia, is hospitalized and remained alive connected to a machine. Jane has difficult decision to disconnect him and let him die, or risk an operation that will be hand tracheostomy, an operation that would leave him indefinitely speechless. He could continue to breathe, but the pregnant the hole will make hit in the trachea. Now he would have to communicate be moving his airborne and computer expert Walters developed a software to help him communicate that he had and voice synthesis, which have risen and Steven mythical voice, which is this one. We trained be managed to communicate at the speed of the 15 words per minute. Thanks to mouse with which he chose words. It was time to hear a group of nurses who were 24 hours a day. With him, Hawking had lost this desired independence, begin a new life. It is at this moment that he met Elaine Mason, and with it also begins a project that was a recent success. Begin to write History of Time, a book written equation that can be read by anyone who came on 1988. That sold millions in England and United States, receiving the first place in sales for more than 2,000 consecutive days. In 1990, Levin Jane by Elaine Mason, her nurse for Hawking Stars a New Life, traveling for conference, then conference, rich and famous. The today we have a mind, charismatic, scientific in a wheelchair. 76. He goes separated from Elaine, while his life was gradually fading. He died in March 2018. This year, the same day that Albert Einstein did as well. Curious. Stephen Hawking was one of the greatest scientists of the world, with a charisma and incomparable humor. For me, it is inspiration to overcome. So, thank Stephen for changing the life of a lot.